I had two. Anger is explosive, it burns the one who wields it the most. Calmness is control, it builds power. I reminded myself, I don't need to yell. I don't need to fight. I need to wait. Every instinct screamed to act, to confront, to explode, but I let them pass. I focused on gathering information. She might have thought she was clever, hiding messages in apps I didn't know about. But nothing is hidden forever. Patience is the ultimate weapon. And in that patience, I found clarity. Not revenge for revenge's sake, but for justice, for validation, for reclaiming my dignity. 3 days after returning home, I had everything I needed: texts, hidden messages, proof of her deceit. The setup was perfect. She had no idea how much I knew, how calm I had been, how methodical my patience was. She thought she was still in control. The beauty of my revenge wasn't loud. It wasn't confrontational. It was invisible, strategic, precise, and absolutely devastating. I prepared myself emotionally for the confrontation. But more than that, I prepared for freedom. I didn't need to humiliate her publicly. The real revenge was my liberation, leaving her and her lies behind forever. I can still feel the morning sun on my skin when I left her side. The slight chill in the air, the scent of coffee brewing, the hum of city life outside my apartment window, every small detail magnified the surreal clarity of that moment. She didn't know it yet, but the life she thought she was building was crumbling beneath her. And the calm, quiet strength I carried made it all the more powerful. Watching her shake, watching her try to maintain composure, listening to the tiny, panicked breaths, this was the emotional climax. Not through yelling, not through screaming, but through absolute control. She was stunned, confused, angry. I could see her mind racing, trying to understand how I knew, how I stayed so calm, how I had the upper hand without lifting a finger. And that was it. The ultimate payoff wasn't in a confrontation, it was in the knowledge that I had been in control all along. The person who had hurt me the most had no power over me anymore. Every secret she had, every betrayal, had been accounted for. And now, she was nothing more than a memory. I walked away, free, clear, relieved, triumphant. I didn't need validation from anyone but myself, and in that, I found the sweetest revenge of all. Life has a way of teaching lessons. Some are loud, some are quiet. Sometimes the most powerful revenge isn't explosive, it's calm, deliberate, and precise. I learned that dignity, patience, and control are far more satisfying than anger. And for anyone out there betrayed and heartbroken, patience can be the deadliest weapon in your arsenal. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and share your own experiences in the comments. What's the most satisfying revenge you've ever witnessed or executed? And of course, subscribe for more stories of patience, betrayal, and sweet. Imagine discovering your partner is betraying you while you're stuck together in a tiny apartment during quarantine. Every laugh, every hug, every late night text, it was all a lie. But instead of exploding, I stayed calm. And what happened next was nothing short of perfect revenge. If you've ever been betrayed and dreamed of serving justice, hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready. Today, you're going to hear one of the most satisfying revenge stories ever told, one where patience, precision, and calmness mattered more than anger. I still remember the moment I found out. My wife, my partner of years, the person I trusted more than anyone, was cheating on me. It wasn't a suspicion anymore, I had proof. And the worst part? This wasn't some one-off mistake, it was ongoing. The timing couldn't have been worse. Right before COVID hit, when the world shut down, we were quarantined together. There was no escape. No friends, no distractions, no separate lives. Just me and her, under the same roof, forced to navigate a global crisis, while my world was quietly crumbling. I felt every emotion at once: betrayal, heartbreak, rage, but I didn't let it show. I had to process it, and more importantly, I had to think. The human mind reacts to betrayal in two ways: snap into anger or plan carefully. I chose the latter. Her affair wasn't just a lapse in judgment, it was a deep, ongoing disrespect. She texted him constantly, hiding things, being deceitful. Every lie she told me added weight to my anger, but also sharpened my focus. Months passed. We did some work to reconcile. Things seemed normal, or at least, I pretended they were. Then came the trip to Hawaii. Paradise, right? Except, for me, it was the perfect stage for truth. We were supposed to enjoy the sun, the waves, the beaches. But I had to use her phone to upload her vaccine passport to return home. And that's when I saw it again, the texts. He was still there, waiting in her phone, every day of the trip. Every message a dagger. Every notification, a reminder that she had been living a double life. I could feel the heat rise in my chest. My hands tightened around the phone. I wanted to scream. I wanted to confront her right there, in paradise, under the sun. But I didn't. Instead, I made a choice: control the situation, don't let it control me. I deleted the text thread. Blocked his number. And suddenly, something shifted. For the next 24 hours, the atmosphere between us changed. She was jittery. Frantic. The smallest things set her off, questions I asked, glances I gave. She knew something was happening, but she couldn't confront me. Confrontation would have risked exposing her, revealing her lies. And watching her unravel. It was strangely beautiful. Not out of cruelty, but out of justice. I had taken control, without a single word. My heart raced with anticipation, every nervous tick from her a reminder that I was finally in charge of a situation that had been out of control for too long.